Okay, we'll give proper description and we'll upload. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So today let's understand how this pricing will be done in SAP PO, SAP purchase order, like SAP MM. So there are two pricings are there. One is SAP SD, one is SAP PO. So SD, we are like selling the things to customer, where we are managing the conditions or value for the selling purpose. SAP MM, we are managing the value or price for the purchasing the goods. While you're purchasing the goods, we are deciding what is the price, what is the condition, all that, like a discount, freight charge, everything will be considered. Yesterday we have covered the basic procedure, right? Pricing procedure, which is applicable, like applied in any organization, and how the business will come up and ask, okay, I need this kind of customization. So how, as a consultant, we analyze, understand the requirement, and will configure accordingly. So today I'm going to show you like simple basic configuration, okay, which everyone can do it in your system for the learning purpose. So you will understand each and every activity in the pricing procedure. At least in the interview you can explain, because in the interview nobody will ask you how to um, create and all. They'll not ask to show everything. See that if they adopt right in SAP, just imagine you should prepare a lot of things, right? Still now they have not conducting in that way by providing any system. Okay, create this, create that, okay, execute this. Nothing they're asking nowadays. Okay, but in design field or other programming field, right? So they are giving some kind of test like that. Okay, I'm thinking in future they may ask such kind of activity to do in online, maybe 10 minutes session or 30-minute session to cover all the scenarios. Okay, so let's move into conditions. So this is one PUI just opened randomly, which is created on 29th of March. Okay, here you can see only PB00, right? There is no other conditions or other discounts. If I open this analysis, double A, double zero, double triple zero. Okay, so they have just managed to keep gross price, then variant something is there, then discounts on gross is there, and surcharge is there, freight is there. This is the best example you can choose to get this kind of pricing procedure. But for the discount, they did not maintain any condition records. You can see there is no condition records maintained for the discount, but you can see the table. This is a table. Okay, 010 is a condition table which is there in the system. What is condition table? In the condition table, you can choose whatever the combination you can select. Example, company code, material, plant, purchase organization, vendor. This is a combination. When you maintain this combination in SAP system, right? System will go and check with this combination any entry is there. Then it will populate in the screen. So this is just to get the data value automatically from the system. User don't want to add it manually here and there. And even in the PBW, yesterday I explained how exactly the info record is going to fetch. See here he has any like user tested by using the contract. From the contract it is fetching. In case if you are referring info record, then it will fetch from the info record from the plant specific, or maybe info record which is a different info record data is mentioned. See, when I clicked on this, it it took me into a screen where the 500 amount is maintained with this condition type. Okay, with this purchasing document, right? So how this purchasing document is referring? So if you see here in this screen, there will be a outline agreement. See here, you can see both are entered here. Info record is entered, and contract is entered. And even you can see two line items are there here, lamp and mirror. Okay, lamp will have different info record, mirror will have different info record. But when you are referring contract for these two materials, then it will refer the value from the contract. How to see the value of the contract? By clicking on this contract, go to contract display, and see the conditions over there, how much is maintained for each line item. Each line item will have both different values. Example, okay, a lamp is like 500 INR and mirror is like 200 INR, which is maintained in the contract. Okay, let me show it once, so it will be a good example. As I told yesterday, you need to cover two scenario by referring info record and by referring contract. The how the pricing will trigger in that time, whether that pricing which we configured is going to trigger or something else is going to come. That is the testing. And even we should do the negative testing also by taking other purchase organization, other vendor number, whether that our customized pricing is coming or not. That all things called negative testing. Okay, whether it is working or the old pricing is coming or new pricing is coming, like that. You see here, if you go to line item level, there are two lines are there, right? Lamp and mirror. You can see 100 each is the contract which they maintain, and net price is 520. Okay, this is maintained here. And even if you want to see the conditions inside of this, right, you can just click on this dollar and this symbol. Okay, item conditions. There you can see the gross price is maintained. In case you maintain some discounts or freight charge, everything here only, then that also will show in the PO screen. Okay, example, if you go with mirror, what is the conditions or price? See here, you can able to see. So this is the way you can get the price from the contract. Example, see, I am going to prepare now. Same example I'll take here. I'll create one PO ME21N. I'll refer this example of this two material. Okay, I'm taking the vendor details, and then purchase organization details are here. Just copy it. Okay, after adding this, it is asking for the plant. Just copy the plant number FR01. I think this is done by our guy only. Pritham, you did this one or what?
Yeah, it's me, Prashant.
Okay, good example you have developing in the system. Okay, see now it is asking PBDXX, and even you did you worked on pricing procedure also?
Yeah, I was just trying on that.
Okay,
Seeing
good.
your videos.
Okay, good. Okay, then you can become better than me here after some years. Okay.
Not
Okay, good. Keep it up. See here, info record 6191 6192 is showing here, right? But still, if you go to analysis, see here RM 0000 is picking up, right? Why? Any reason? Because this PO, you can see purchase organization PO 66 PG3 MB11, which was done on 29/3. Okay, here you can see the analysis. I'll go here. Okay, analysis, and see AA0000 was picked up, but here it is not picking up. That we are going to manage now in the backend. We'll do that process now. I'll go back to the SPRS screen. We'll do multiple things like this. Okay, instead of going just with the training and all, right? So we'll learn some scenarios. Material management, purchasing, under conditions, then define price determination process. Go to schema determination. This is the backbone of pricing procedure. The major interview question they'll ask, where exactly this trigger part will come into picture. After maintaining what and all data in the front end, it will trigger. This is a major part. Define calculation schema for the standard purchase order. Open this, and here see AA0000 is completely deleted by someone. So I'm going to add now here. Okay, AA 0000 with the schema group of vendor. I will check with the vendor schema here. I'll go to vendor. See, this is the kind of reverse engineering I'm doing. Okay. Already the for the vendor master schema vendor may be maintained. If not, see here it is not maintained. Okay. I'm going to set up pricing procedure with some schema group vendor. Okay, let me take 10. Okay, 10 is the schema group for the vendor. I'm going to maintain here as a 10. Okay, and then I'm going to maintain that 10 in the vendor master. And for the schema group of purchase organization, I want to check. I'll check for the purchase org. Okay, hold on. I'll check the purchase organization PO66. What is the schema purchase organization is maintained? From there only I can come and add here this data. Okay, let me save this much only. First step. Okay, I'll go back and I'll check for schema group. So here in the schema group, I want to check how the assignment is done with the PO66. I'll search for PO66. Here, no schema group is maintained. Okay, I'm going to see what are the schema groups are there in the system here. First, I'll see there are many schema groups are there. Okay, like this 1300, 2000. So to have our own unique pricing procedure, then definitely we have to define new schema group. But as of now I don't want to create new schema. Already 111 entries are there. I'll take any schema group, even if it is triggering for other purchase organization, let it be trigger. They will understand how this pricing is triggering here instead of something else. They can come and they can analyze here. Okay, take this schema group sk11 sk12. I'm going to assign sk12 with our po66. Okay, save it. Assignment part is done. I'll go to vendor master sk02. I'll check the purchasing data view for this vendor. I'll be going to the purchasing data directly. Here I'm going to maintain 10 as the schema vendor and save it. Okay, I'll go back to customization screen. Here I'm going to maintain sk12 in the schema determination. Here I'm going to maintain A00. Typing is difficult. What I'll do, I'll just delete it because edit part is not possible here. I'll delete and save. See, this is the area you should be very careful. Okay, sk12 10 A0000. Okay, I'm going to maintain this bridge with this pricing procedure and save. Data was saved. Okay, now I'll go back to screen and I'll try to create a new PO. Okay, mirror and lamp. I'm using this details plant quantity. I'll go with one number, so you'll be clear with the value and total value things. Everything will be single, right? For this one number one for the single quantity. Okay, so here PO66 is done, MB11 is done. Okay, still the price is not picking up. So that part you have to check now. See, in the pricing it is coming because I know by looking at this only I am able to understand 8800 is coming. It is coming. Okay, so that is by my experience I am able to understand why PB00 is not picking automatically because we are not referring the contract. When we refer contract from the PO, okay, then it will come automatically, or else you have to maintain in the info record about the condition. Now see, we will try with adding the contract here. Simple. I'm going to add this contract here from the PO. Okay, 100 and 200, 7005, 100 and 200. Okay, when I enter this contract, now this PB00 should come automatically from the contract. System will understand, okay, for the line item second, 20 INR should come, and for line item 10, this 500 should come. I hope this is very clear for you guys. See, it was showing an error. The issue was there. I just went and did all this configuration and it worked out. So this kind of solution you should know how to give to the client as an experienced person. So the freshers are 1 year experience, 2 year experience, they will not expect pricing procedure to be done. So because as I told, for 3 years I was not knowing how to handle the pricing procedure. But after once I get a real-time exposure to this, then I'm able to do it in the system without any problem. And even now, if I get some complicated business scenario of different discounts or maybe multiple requirements from the client, it will take some time to analyze and even I reach to people, reach to seniors. Okay, whether to take statistic value or not, whether to check checkbox of statistic or whether I should go with the normal value. See, all that determination part, right, calculation schema part is not easy. And adding the step where to enter number 1 or 2 or 10 or 20, which step I have to use, whether I have to use the counter or not, this will not be easy until unless we get the job. For the entry purpose, yeah, this kind of knowledge is enough to explain how it is coming, how you are managing in the back end. That is the part you have to be very clear. I hope you are clear with this. Okay, I want to check now. First thing, I want to take the contract value for the first line, and I want to take the info record for the second line. How I'm going to deal with this? Okay, see, check this. So second line should come now. Error. First line will be a yellow. Second line will be red now. Just wait for that. So system is going and checking behind the screen or maybe the program level, and it will throw an error showing that second line item should have need value. But once it is filled, see, the value is already filled. I'll remove this value. Okay, see, I removed value. Okay, then it is triggering that nice net price must be greater than 0. So what I'll do, I'll delete this. Okay, I'll save this. Okay, user, you have to guide like this for the user. If they are not able to save multiple line items, first line it is good, line item is good. Okay, you can ask them to save, but it will trigger to the trigger mail to vendor. Even you should check that, is that okay to trigger mail to the vendor. So we'll remove uh, the problem line item and we'll save it. It's called workaround, because until unless you are not saving, it is not reaching the vendor. But if you hold it, it will be with us only, it is not reaching to vendor. But if they want to send this many items as of now with this PO, and in another PO they can create that line item. But if they want to add the same line item in the same PO, then you have to go to this change option. Okay, then add the second line item now. So user is processing. Okay, I'll just copy this. Okay, I'll go to me.2n. Okay, I'm going to use our new PO. This is new PO. I'm going to add another line item, which is mirror. Okay, now I'm adding the plant. Okay, see, I did not enter the price of the like I did not enter the contract line and all, but system automatically picked up 20 because in the previous PO I have added 20, then I deleted it, but system will store that data, right? It will fetch the same details. Okay, I'll just enter one, so it is working. Okay, in case if I remove this, okay, PB double zero double value is not fetching from anywhere automatically. Why? Because I need to check the condition in info record. Okay, see here it is showing as 00. If I want to get price from the info record, then I have to go to this info record 6192, and I should maintain the price over there, and it will come in the PO screen. We'll do that also once. ME12, enter here. Okay, go to conditions, fill all the see. Someone entered this all mandatory. Okay, see it is 00. I want to maintain the condition here. Okay, in the condition, the gross price is showing is blank because Pritham maintained in the contract level price for this material. So then he realized, okay, it's not required any info record value to be maintained. Anyway, we have a contract with this vendor. The value will be maintained in the contract. From there, it is value will be fetching into the PO. Now I am managing here. 25 is INR for the vendor. I don't have any contract. Just imagine I'm not going to use contract. Then save it. Then go to ME22N. Okay, and enter the last PO and try to add new data here. Okay, are you able to see here? It is picked up 25, not 20. It is not looking at the last PO. If there is a info record exist, then always it will look for the info record. If info record value is 0, contract also nothing is there, nothing able to see anything, like it is not going to take up from the metal master or anything. Okay, it is looking for the last PO. Now I maintained info record, so it is picking up from the info record. I'll enter this. Okay, I'll go with the quantity, and even a condition level also, it will be pick with 25. And yeah, for Nayan, he was not joined yesterday. Okay, so freight condition we can add manually because this is the manual condition which is maintained in the pricing procedure. If example your freight charge is like in a percentage, 2% or 1% or 3%. When I enter freight charge manually, the system will calculate the freight upon what? Upon the gross price. But there is no setting done. Okay. And AA0000 pricing procedure, they have not entered from where this freight charge should, upon which price it should take up the freight condition. So if they would have put okay on the PB00 upon this amount, okay, some 2% should be charged, then it will show the value. Now I'll go back to the pricing procedure. I will maintain some step. Okay, freight charge should pick it from the gross price. We will do it, then we'll come back and we'll do the testing. Okay, hope I'm clear on this. Okay, I'll close this. Anyway, I will keep this PO open for the testing purpose. I'll go back to SPRO and I'll open pricing procedure. Here, define calculation schema. Open this pricing procedure and open AA0000. Okay, change this to pricing document custom and go to control. See here, you have this PBX, PB00, PBXS, all the conditions here. Okay, and you should maintain this as a manual condition. Okay, then example, I want to get this freight. The freight is 20, right? Don't go with the freight should pick it from 20. There is no 20 at all, right? See, You have copied from previous pricing procedure. There you would have seen step is 20 was there. Okay, if you want to create, you can create also next here. Okay, new entry we can do. Okay, here you can do the new entry. Step 10, 20, sorry, 20. And then here I'm going to maintain net price. Okay, so this is the entry I have chosen. Just will try like this, because you have taken from value should take it pick it up from the net price. Save it. We'll see whether it is going to work out. Go to ME21N, sorry, ME22N. Use this PO and add this material. Taking from here one number, then going with the condition. I'm taking freight FR, where is FRA1? Okay, see here, I entered 20 as the net price in the pricing procedure. You can see here. I'll save this first. I'll go back. When I open this, right, now I can see the line 20 here. 20 is like a net price. Okay, even see, system picked up net price. System understood. Okay, net price should be the gross price which is there. That is the net price only. There is no other entry in the system. In case if you have discount, then it will work on discount, then it will show net price will be different. Then if I put freight charge upon net price, right, if I enter 2% freight, see, now it's picking up. Before it was 0 0, right? Now it's picking up the 10 the value from the freight. Now if I want to add some discounts on the net price, okay, we'll do that also. We'll close this. I'll go to the screen. Okay, I want to apply some discount. Okay, see, discount percentage on gross. So already you use from. Okay, on the gross price you want to take the discount. Then example, if I want to take discount of 3%, then how the system will behave? We'll go to, this is again testing. Okay, test it. Go to conditions. Okay, sorry, I'm adding this material number here. Price is picking up. Enter the plant quantity, and I'm going to add now first discount. What is discount? Okay, discount. I'm the vendor is going to give discount of 4%. Okay, 4% discount, which is applying on what? Gross price, because we have maintained here as 1. So it is picking up from the step 1, where PB00 is 500. 10% of 500 is how much? 20, right? 20 minus will be done from the gross. This is we are going to get profit. Discount is always profit for us, right? Okay, then I'm applying the freight condition. See, this is just I'm giving example. In real time, this is completely different also. Okay, freight condition I'm giving putting 2%. 2% now, from where it is taking, whether it is taking from the gross price or net price. Net price, because we have maintained freight will be on 20th line, means from the net price only it should pick up. I will change to net day later 1 also. Let's see how the system will behave. Okay, now I'm putting 2% of 480 is 9.6, or I'll do 1%. 1% will be very clear for you, right? 4.8 will show. See, 1% is upon this will be 4.8 only for the 480. Now what I'll do, I'll not save this view. Close this. I'll make this as a 1. Okay, I am going to put freight percentage on the gross price. Just okay, different scenario I'm creating. I'm saving this. I'll go to ME22N. Here I'm going to again testing it. Okay, please look at carefully. Okay, this is a very important topic in the pricing procedure. You should know all this end to end. Okay, today I'll just stop here only, because tomorrow we'll continue on the table level knowledge and condition table access sequence. All that I'm going to create separately. So even it takes more time also, no problem. You should be very good with this content. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to apply the first conditions, which is discount. Okay. So I'm putting discount of 5%. Okay, 5% will be 25. So 475. Now I'm going to apply the freight of 1%. Okay, see here. Now freight charge is going with the gross price. 1% of 500 is how much? 5 NR. Before I entered as a 20, so it is going with the net price. Hope you guys are clear with this. Okay, you should not get confused here. Okay, and also if you want to go with some other surcharge and all, okay, let me try with surcharge. The how surcharge will work on here. Again, I'm entering this order will have a surcharge of 1%. We'll go with one node because it is easy to see the calculation. See, 1% surcharge is applying on where? On the gross price. But I'll say I want to apply on the net price. Okay. Then go to surcharge here, ZA01. I'll say I want to take it from the 20. Okay, save it. Okay. Now if I do here, it is not possible to change because already it is picked up. Let's see if I enter 1% again, whether table level data will update or not. We'll see that 1% I'll apply. It is not triggering. Let's see. No, I'll go back again. I'll create new. I'll add new line item for the existing one. Okay, take this mirror plant the quantity one number, then conditions. Here I'm first applying the 1% of here. FI. Then I'll go with the freight. There is no sequence, just I'm entering one by one. Here I'm entering the freight also one, everything 1% I'll enter. 5. I'll go with the surcharge now. Okay. So here surcharge I'm adding 1%. Okay, see. Now entered one surcharge percentage on gross. Okay, but it is not picking up, right? Then I have to go and check the pricing procedure. If it is not coming, then why it is not coming? Why it is not taking up here? Okay, right? I'll close here. I'll go back to here's this screen. Okay, so 20 is not a is a net price, but system is not understanding from where to where take, where to which line to which line. So what I'll do, I'll take 1 to 20. I'm trying this from and to, from this to this 20. Okay, the whatever price which is coming right from there, the surcharge should apply. Okay, I'm just entering here, save this. Okay, come back here, open this PO, then add the line item, plant quantity. Okay, so same process I'm follow like doing it because it's for testing. I'll make it RA01, then FRA1, 1%, 1%. Okay, then I'm trying with the surcharge, right? I'll apply 1% surcharge. Okay, see here. Now surcharge is applying on the total net price because I put from and to 1 to 20. So before 20, I entered simply that it was not picked up. When I entered 1 only, it picked up from the gross price. When I entered 1 to 20, then it picked up from the net price. So you would have seen the difference. So I'm trying to show how the system will work. See, SAP has given some facility that you can play. It doesn't mean that okay, you can whatever you enter it will work. No, not like that. Even you enter something and it's not coming, you have to do with some other try by referring the standard one, because always you have to refer standard. Many people what they'll do, just they will do their own also sometime, but that is not good. Copy RM0000, which is standard, but in this system we cannot assure that that is good also, because many people use and they will change the setting also. Don't depend on that. Try out copying the data maximum. I will show tomorrow session how to copy the entire data from the RM0000. Then we can keep whichever lines required, because RM0000 will have a lot of condition types and all, but I want same like AA00. Example, see, AA00 is only having few of the lines which is as per the requirement from the client. Okay, the same way we can copy this is a good one. We can copy this AA0000. We will develop our own pricing procedure, and even if condition gross price or any other condition type need to be customized, if they come up with we want to customize all this condition type with our own, then how we can customize each and every condition types and how we can use it, how the system will understand this customized condition type should come. Yesterday I have shown some XM0000 pricing procedure where XB00 was the condition type for the gross price. They have customized how to get that condition type in this procedure, that we will understand in tomorrow session. Okay, today it's enough because we have learned a lot of things here, right? How to add, how to get the pricing procedure if it is not coming, then changing the line, adding some other steps, and working on each discount price, how it is going to apply on upon the gross price, how it will take from the net price. See, surcharge is coming 4.950, which is upon this, right? This is a net price which you got. Okay, finally how you are going to handle the final cost. If you go to header level, right, header level will show you the total uh, price of this PO, right? You can see net is like 524.950, which is the net price for the of the this purchase particular purchase order. If you see this, right, you can understand how much, how the calculation is happening. Gross is this much 525, then discount is 5 here, and surcharge is this much. When you increase it into a 5 numbers, it will multiply. Don't get confused when it is more numbers. When you and go with the 5 numbers, just you multiply one number which was showing how much, one each, it is showing 525. When you enter 5 numbers here on the both line items, then it will show 2625. There will be in the real time, right, there will be 100 line items. For that consultants are like required, right? From where, how this data is fetching, flowing. Many people used to ask me, what is the area you are good, okay, which is the area you are very excellent. I said, okay, I'm good in purchasing or procurement part. Inventory part I'm not that much great, because inventory issues I have handled very less. Okay, the Migo or maybe the transfer posting and all, right, very less issues used to come, because once you set up all the data, right, they'll not do much alteration and all. Just they receive the goods and it will get posted. But when it comes to purchasing, right, you will find a lot of different scenarios they're going to purchase and procure with the vendor, and they keep on changing the value also, the price also. They, you may use contract, they may use info record. Sometimes they don't create at all. They're not creating any master data, or maybe the contract and all. They will try to create some PO, then something error will come, because initially the setup which is done with the pricing procedure with some logic. With that logic, if they don't try, and the new person who is joining the organization, he don't know what to do as a business user. Even if I join some other organization as a consultant, right, until unless if I don't know the business process, how I can go and work on this all the process? No, it's not possible. Okay, that's why my tip for the day is, you need to understand first standard process completely. Once you understand standard process completely, then you can play with any industry process, any industry pricing procedure part which is already implemented by someone. Because 5 years back someone is implemented, I'm joining now that organization XYZ company, and they will ask, take up this work and do it, and we need more condition type to be added in this existing pricing procedure. How you do it? First you will understand the previous changes done on this by going through the design document. In the design document, or maybe the business blueprint, or maybe FS, they would have done all these things. Because FS is not required for the configuration, because we never do FS for the configuration, because only the technical changes is there. Okay, then only we go with the FS, where we write down all the changes or logic which is required, need to be implemented. But when it comes to a configuration, or this is all the configuration, okay, functional consultant will take up this all the things. Okay, in the functional part configuration, we will build a document called configuration build document. A configuration build. Before doing configuration build, we will create one document called configuration rationale document, CRD. In the rationale, we will approach, we will say this is the requirement we got from the business, and this is the idea we have to implement, and they will approve. Then who is approving? Business is approving. Okay, CRD is good, and even in our internally we will manage to approve the CRD document. Then that is hand over to the business, then they'll approve. Once approval is done, then we start doing the CB, which is configuration build. After CB document is done, everything we put everything in the document, what is we going to change in the system, this is the data we are going to change. Then we approval is we get the approval, right? Then we do the whichever I did today, okay, which is done after CRD and CB. These two things you have to keep in mind. Okay, thanks everyone. So you just go with your Q&A now.
Yeah, Prashant.
Yes, Hari.
Yeah, just I wanted to ask, in that condition table, there was PB00 and PX00. Both are gross price. So what is the difference? That is like manual and this thing. Or what?
Correct. One is automatic PB00, PBXX is a manual. In case automatic price is not fetching up, right? Then it always look for, you would have seen, if there is no price, there is no value in info record or contract, it will not show PB00, it will show PBXX. Please enter the value manually.
Okay, okay.
Then you have to add the that user, business user, add the value manually.
Yeah.
Okay. Yesterday I have covered this manual and automatic PB00, PBXX. Okay, maybe you would have missed out. That's fine. That's why I always tell you guys, hear each and every word from me, like whatever I explain, which is very important. I'm sharing the knowledge with my experience only, right? So which is not like, which is useful. Okay, any questions from others? It happens, Hari, no problem. So a new concept, we need to
Yeah.
know more and more. You have to watch previous sessions again and all, right? So you'll able to cover it. Tomorrow we'll work out on from the scratch only, each and every things. Today I just did some scenarios, real time scenarios. Yesterday I have given introduction to pricing procedure. Okay, any question? Now are you guys are able to analyze the scenarios and all, and analyze, not like creation part. Creation will be done tomorrow. So once everything is done creation, then you can develop it in your system. Yes, Pritham. Pritham, you're asking something or your mic is off. Okay, maybe mic issue is there. So I'll catch up offline. Nayan, Akshit, Abhilash, Vinay, Malli, Venkat, Harsha, Karthik. Anyone have any doubts?
After practice, we can come up with issues with this.
Yeah. So watch it again. So I'm going to
Yeah, yes.
release this in YouTube also today, because let's people to understand this process. scenario wise, many people don't know how this is going on, like happening in a in IT company, right? All will learn only standard one. Okay. So now nowadays expectation from the organization is like real time exposure should be there. Even if you are not done a pricing procedure, you should know how to do it. Okay. Many will not get that opportunity to work on pricing procedure. Only the experienced people they will hand over sometime. Sometime, yeah, fresher also will get this opportunity to work out. But more you work on support issues, you will understand many things. Many look for implementation project always, right? Never. Don't look for the implementation majorly. Initial days, support project always good. If you don't get support, also work as a super user or end user for few years. For the fresher, I'm talking about freshers. Okay. Yeah, Pritham, no problem. I know your mic is not working. I'll talk to you personally. Can't hear you. Okay. I'm not able to hear you. Okay then. If no questions, then I'll close this.